You see, because you love to dance and you love to sing, when the camera's in front of you, you love to sing. Well, I know what the Bible tells us. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace.
Let all be light.
With Reverend Bagan Tew with Lamb Christ Consciousness, I want to thank everyone outside here again, all my fans, my family across the world. That's right, by saying African love to you. That is how we do it all the time, right? African love to all my people across the world. And we love to say that. You should say it every day to someone. Never be afraid to express your love. Right? That African in you. Never be afraid to express it in a loving and a kind way. That is what it's about. That is how we're going to rise to the top. That is how we're going to be the best of ourselves. You know, I was talking about the love that we need to give to one another. You know, and the love that we need to love ourselves. It's like starting all over again. Really and truly, it's like starting all over again. You know, that is the mindset right now. Because if you understand what's going on in our community, in the ghettos and in Shantytown, you will understand why I'm saying it that way. We gotta start over this love, this forgiveness, and what it's really about. You know, and all this forgiveness that we see people going on the internet talking about is just foolishness. For us, it's not foolishness. For us, it means a lot. You know, when we look at the world, we think that if the world had more forgiveness, it would be a better place to be. You know, that is the truth. If this world should listen to that, if we learn to forgive, maybe the prison might not be full with our people. If we learn to forgive and understanding what is truly forgiveness. You know, a lot of time people think forgiveness is just forgiving the other person who do you wrong. That's part of it, but it's not all of it. That learning when you forgive, that burden going to leave you. That thing, that hatred inside of you is no longer be there within you. That is the power of forgiveness. But once you have that evil or the intention to do back something to that person who did you wrong or do you wrong, it will never go. It's only when we learn to forgive that pain walk away. It gone. You see, that is the truth about forgiveness. Like I said, so simple. For many people, it's not simple. Because we don't know how to let go of that revenge, that hatred inside of us. And we learn when we forgive, you feel better inside. You feel more secure inside about yourself. It's not always about revenge. It's not always about that. Yes, it sounds good, I'm going to get you back. You know, we're always looking to get somebody back. But when we look at life, and sometimes the one who do you wrong, they pass, they're gone, dead, gone. And you're still keeping that in your mind. It's like relationships. Sometimes a relationship done, finished 30 years ago, and you still keep that person in mind. That person gone with your life and you holding on to that hatred for that person. Not going to do good for you. So what we do as Christians, we learn to forgive. And again, a lot of times people think forgiveness is all about the person. It's all about you also. Or you feel about it. It releases that demon spirit within you. And we love to lock those evil by not forgiving. That is why the Bible said to us, it's by grace we're going to be saved. Is grace going to save us? Is the love of God, learning how to forgive and deal with humans around us. Sometimes it blocks us from the things we want to do in life and we don't understand it. It becomes an obstacle to us when we don't want to forgive. All they want to do is just revenge from one another. And we don't know how to deal with that love and forgiveness. You know, they can talk about Christian people, oh, we all talk about forgiveness and don't really understand it. It's all you processing the word itself, the action itself. How are you processing that? How are you understanding it? If you're thinking like a little child, you're going to think, you know, I'm not forgiving this one. Because you think that if you forgive that person will walk away free. It's not about that. It's about you freeing yourself from all of this madness inside of your mind. So that is something we got to clarify, you know, and probably we can go deeper into it. You know, maybe next week we can have some calling and, you know, talk about it. But we've got to put it together. Or understand the Bible, what the Bible is saying to us. You see, a lot of times people think the Bible is all about revenge. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Some people hate forgiveness. They don't want nothing to do with forgiveness. They find that is foolishness. That is a certain mindset. And when you look at them, you see the sadness on them. A world of hating, what all is discrepancy on the mindset. Don't know how to be happy once again. Don't know how to be loving once again. It's a long story behind this forgiveness. And we're all going to experience it different. We're not going to all experience it the same. But there are some people outside here, revenge is their thing. They feel good. And you know I'm not making it up. Let's look at the prison. Some people do it spiritual. Try to get you spiritual. Because they believe they get some type of power to do you wrong in the spirit. And these same people are looking for forgiveness. It's amazing how this world and human beings are. We will look for forgiveness, but we don't want to forgive. Yes, there's some forgiveness. As the Bible says, there's a time for everything. There's a time for war. There's a time for love. You must understand that. That is why the Bible tells us about a spiritual war. And that spiritual war is today. It's not a physical war, but a spiritual war. And once we understand that, we'll see the difference in our lives. Or we feel about life when we forgive the things or people that do you wrong. You're no longer carrying that baggage behind you. Every day you wake up, you dislike that person, but you don't see what it's doing for you. It's carrying you down. You put up a block. You know, it's like people who say they've been in love and they don't want to love no more because someone did them wrong. And because of that, they don't know how to love. They don't know how to reach out anymore. They lock themselves away from anyone loving them or they loving anyone. Because that person have done them wrong. Did wrong to them. Let us not be like that. And that is why I always say to you, free your mind. Free your mind. And once your mind are free, you'll be liberated in the mind of God. Some people say, how can we do that? How can we liberate ourselves? We don't know how to come, or they don't know how to come to that fruition. or to liberate your mind from all suffering of the world. That is what it's about. You know, sometimes we gotta go in the mud. I don't mind today to go in the mud with you because I gotta explain it. How can we be liberated? How can we be free in Christ consciousness in the mind of God? I said to a lot of people, listen, you rather to suffer in a world that's suffering, in a world of so much chaos, of so much madness. Just look around. Do you really want to be part of that? Do you really? There's no other greatness when you free your mind from all sickness, disease, mental discrepancy. No pain, no sorrow anymore to come your way. When someone say, well, how can I do that? I say, look around. How can they free their mind? Because you know everyone are looking for the answer. That is why people are spending a lot of money to be happy, to be laughing. They want to know the secret of life. And people are there selling them nonsense. I meet so many people when you go to their place, you know, their home, where they live, is books upon books, and they never know nothing. Did not learn anything. Spend thousands of dollars on books. Going to school, wanting to learn how to be better in society. There are lots of people like that. Waste their money, waste their time, and it's such a simple thing. Some people can't even go to sleep. So much hatred on their mind, revenge on their mind. I will not forgive you. I don't know. I don't want to forgive you. And many of these people, they are Christians. We don't have to go out of Christianity. We don't even have to go to the seculars to understand these behaviors. They will go to church every Saturday, every Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, every day in the church. And in the back of the mind, they want to get you, get someone for what they have done to them. And you can see they're always looking beat out. Face always looks something wrong with it. If they're 30 years old, they look like 40. If they're 40, they look like 70. Just revenge. You look at them and you know something is wrong with them. Look at the face. Face look mashed up. There's pain and misery on their face. Doesn't matter how much makeup they put on. Face still look evil. Yes, and they go to church. And we go to church every day. But yet we will not forgive one another. We must understand it. So the more we learn, the more we're going to get this understanding how to liberate our mind. Now there's a reason I'm talking about it. Yes, these things seem petty sometimes. But people spend trillions of dollars just to have a good night's sleep. Going by the doctor, the psychiatrist, wanting someone to put them to sleep, afraid someone will take their job, afraid someone will insult their children. All of these things we see in society, all of this discrepancy, the fear. Do you understand? Or do we free our minds? Or do you free your mind? I know there's lots of people are listening today and wanting this gift. As Christian people, we should not have to buy another book to learn how to free ourselves. Because the Bible said to us, meditate on the Lord night and day. And that is what we're to do, meditate. Meditate on the Lord night and day. Not sometimes, but every time. You wake up, you close your eyes, you walking down the streets. As much as you can, focus on the good. That is what the Bible is saying. Because God is the good. God is the love. God is the knowledge. These are the things you need to focus on. Rather than saying, I want to get you. Just look at the prison. I'm not saying everyone are there who had a plan to kill someone or rob or steal. But we know there's a lots of it have to do with not forgiving. And that's the world. That is the world. So I'm talking about it because we see the games that they can play with this forgiveness. We see in the games. And I'm going to go into it deeper. But this is one side of it. So we must talk about it in a positive sense first. The reason why we forgive as Christians. As the Bible tells us, talk to one another. Speak to your brother. Again, that is played out to the pagans outside there, the fallen angels, as that is something negative. But yet they will spend their money to go to the psychiatrist. When the Bible itself saying to us, talk to one another. In a loving way. Share your problems with one another. That is how we release the pain. You don't have to always take a pill to release the pain. Sometimes by talking. You notice there's some people, they do something, you do something for them, they tell you what's on their mind, and they always feel good about it, regardless how it come out from them. But if you keep it inside, it destroy you. This is hatred. I'm going to get you one day. I'm going to get you one day. I don't see the sickness in it. Sometimes people go by other people, by the scientists to do wicked things. In the Caribbean, they call them the Obeah. Can you do this for me? This one is doing bad to me. This is the truth. What about simple forgiveness? Listen, I understand something about sin. You see, we say these things because we don't understand the science of life. And we do these things because we don't understand the science of life. The sinner will always pay for his sin. The sin is already there. Can you not pay for your sin? You see, a lot of times because we don't see it, we say it don't happen. Well, let's imagine this. Let's imagine someone throwing themselves from a building. When they begin to fall, they said to themselves, I want to stop falling. It's impossible. That's a sinner. You ready? You're already doing the sin. You're going to fall. You're going to tumble. So we who understand this, there's no need for me to have this person again. I'm going to get you one day. I know you're going to do yourself in. That's the laws of nature. If you throw a seed, it's going to grow in the forest. Whatever you eat, it got to come out from you. Whatever you drink, it's going to come out. It's the laws of nature. You cannot stop that. So why are we going to go around thinking, about negative all the time? We don't have to when wicked people do evil things. Yes, I understand at the moment it's painful when someone do you wrong, when someone lie upon you, make stories on you, treat you like nothing. I understand all of these things are painful. Because nobody want to be lied upon. It's not a good feeling. You don't want to lie on anyone either. That's not good. So I understand when people marginalize you, relegate you. It's not a good feeling. And sometimes you just got to walk away from the nonsense. Because what's in the bottom must come on top. It's just the laws of nature. So why are we saying all this? Because I'm going to take you to the mind of God. Rather you spend all that money going to the psychiatrist. The modern people say, well, we don't go to the Obia people no more, they go to the psychiatrist. What's the difference? Because it's a modern thing? All you got to do is to go into yourself and reason within your mind. It's like the dealer on the streets, not going to say to you, you don't need me. He's not going to say that to you. You don't need the drugs to feel good about life. You don't need to escape life. We have this tendency, I don't want to see it. I don't want to face it. We don't always have to look for excuse or make things up just to feel good. Sometimes just dealing with the reality make you feel good, regardless if it's bad or it's good. That is the mindset. But if we keep running, we don't want to face it, then you will need a doctor after a time to give you a pill. You're going to need a psychiatrist after a time, because the sin going to wear you down. This is the truth. It's your own imagination at doing that to you. So we're talking about the mind and to get into the mind. But I got to explain it to you and see how even people who are not Christians, they love to manipulate it, the forgiveness. And they will try to make you feel, well, you are Christian, and there not forgiveness in you after done so many wrong to you. No, there is no forgiveness when it comes to that. You see, we got to sit and think about it. But many of our people, we love to respond. We love to respond too quick. Someone says something and you're ready to respond. Do you understand? As I look in the world and we watching what's going on, or they can manipulate the word and your culture, or they can manipulate you. Evil work that way. Love to manipulate the Bible, love to manipulate the truth, love to manipulate you. They will do all the wrong in the world. They will enslave you, then ask you forgiveness. Just imagine you do the same sin for 400 years and then you ask for forgiveness. That means that sin that you are doing is repeating itself every day. But if you don't know what you are doing, if you're not conscious of the sinner and his lies, of course you're going to say, listen, I forgive you. You know, a lot of times people forgive too because there's cameras around, their microphones around. And it sounds good saying, I forgive you. All of that sounds good when you're in front of the television, in front of a camera. You see, we love to act, we love to play, we love to dance. So once the camera is in front of us, we love to sing. We love to say, yes, I forgive you. Tears fall in rivers of tears. But when the camera is not there, you're just a regular person who say, I wish I can smash you to the ground. We must understand that. Are we really a forgiving people? Are we really a forgiving nation? We talk it every day. But look at the prisons. I can give you stories upon stories. But are you going to change your mindset to understand that you are being manipulated? We really got to ask ourselves, are you really forgiven? Or is this a show? You love to dance. You love to sing in front of the cameras. You see, that is what we must ask. What is really forgiveness? Is that really forgiveness? To put on a show in front of everyone? Or we just playing because we love to dance? We love to sing because we love the cameras? We must understand that, because the truth is they're just manipulating you. Are you aware of it? That is what they're doing to you. They use your religion to manipulate you. That is why I always say it to the pagans outside there, the fallen angels, the non-Christians. You know, they come at you this way. Well, the Bible says, well, I don't want to hear nothing from you. The moment you say you're not a Christian and you come with this Bible, I say, no, I don't want to hear you quote the Bible to me. I know your manipulation. I know the game that you are playing. Because they love to come that way. They love to say, well, they are not Christians. But they love to come at you, well, the Bible says, well, I don't want to know. I know what the Bible says. I know what the Bible is saying to us. You understand? The moment they come this way, the fallen angels, because that is how they will come at you when they do their sin. Well, the Bible said, yes, I know, but I don't want you to quote it for me, because you just said to me, you are not a Christian, so don't pick up the Bible and quote it to me. It's real. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. If you're going to manipulate me or try to manipulate the Christian community, we're living in different times now. I see them in the court crying. I see them when they kill our people. I see them crying. But when you're crying for the brother, when you shut them down like a dog in the streets, when you're crying for my sister, when you shut them in the back, but you will go in the court and cry like babies because you know that we are Christians and we love to forgive manipulation. And our people always fall for it because we love to show and we love to dance, we love to sing in front of the cameras. Yes? This is manipulation. Were you crying when you shut this brother down? And for my Christian people, we say we love to forgive. We are for forgiveness people. That is what we say. But are you going to forgive Bill Crosby, a brother like yourself? Are you going to forgive O.J. Simpson, a brother like yourself? You see, we love to dance when the camera is in front of us. We love to sing. We must wake up and see the manipulation and see the games that we play. Or they play. Are you going to cry for another brother when you think about shutting them down like a dog in the street? Are you going to cry before you kill them? Or the sister that is walking innocently? Are you going to cry before you pull that trigger? This is a reality. But you're going to cry in the courtroom. Manipulation. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. This becomes more than a sin. It's more than a sin. It's repeating itself for 400 years and more. It's the same stage, the same poem that we reciting, the same book that we are reading over and over. Is this a sin? It's past the stage of a sin. That's beyond sin. When a sinner manipulates you, and you see in the courtroom they are feeling sorry and sad, and tears are falling like the ocean for this person who just do the killing. But your brother in the coffin, are you crying for them? Manipulation. We love to dance and we love to sing. We love to dance when the camera is in front of us. Are this really Christian? Or are we really dancing for the cameras? We love to dance and we love to sing. But the time has come When we see the games and the manipulation on the streets, in the courtroom we see the manipulation, we see it all. But when we, the victim, are crying for the ones who are doing the evil, something is wrong with that. That is evil within itself. Because you also are manipulating the truth. What about the dead? Are you feeling sorry? Are you sharing the tears? Wake up, my people. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. And the Bible let us know there will be a spiritual war, and this is a spiritual war on our people when you're being manipulated. Either you're not smart enough, or you're not clever enough, or you just don't know. And if you do know, you're just playing the game. Because you love to dance and you love to sing when the cameras are there. We shall not longer play the game. We no longer can afford to play the game. This is the times that we are living. We always feel we gotta play into a game. We always looking for someone to love you. Always wanting someone to accept you. Well, I know what the Bible let us know. Love your enemy the way you love yourself, but it's not looking like you even love yourself. You must cry for you before you cry for the enemy. You must feel your pain first before you feel another pain. That is what the Bible let us know. Love yourself before you love your enemy. Are you going to feel your pain, your suffering for 400 years and more? Or are you feeling the pain? Or are you feeling sorry for the one who's doing the damage to you? Who doing the evil to you? That is not what the Bible are talking about. And I believe you're only doing it because you love to dance and you love to sing when the cameras are there. You love to dance. But the Bible tells us there's a time for war and there's a time for peace. And the war is now. So I want my people to understand. It's past forgiveness. What is going on in our communities. Let us take care of ourselves. Let's begin to love ourselves. Every day we wake up in the ghettos and shantytown, and someone don't have food on the table. Are you willing to share a tear for that child who don't have something on the table? Are you willing to forgive your brother who living in prison? Are you going to share a tear for that person? But we love to dance and we love to sing when the camera is in front of us. But I know what the Bible tells us. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. Are you going to feel sorry? Are you going to forgive Bill Crosby? Are you going to forgive O.J. Simpson? Are you forgiving Michael Jackson if he did anything wrong? Are you ready to forgive? but you will cry for the ones who just take your breath of life. You see, because you love to dance and you love to sing, when the camera is in front of you, you love to sing. Well, I know what the Bible tells us. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace. Christians, we must see the manipulation. We must see the game. And never you play the game with the devil, because the devil will always beat you. You cannot play the devil game. You think you are looking good. No, the world are watching. And the world today is a different place from yesterday. We must know this. So we're talking about forgiveness. Yes, I love forgiveness. I know the benefit in forgiving. But this is not what it's about, you see. That is not what it's about. That past forgiveness. We see our people asking for reparation. Are they going to give it to you? Are they going to give it to you? For all the long suffering that they put your brother and mother and father through. And all the unjust that they have done to us. But you ready forgiveness, that is not forgiveness. You know, when I was a child growing up, my mom used to say to me, mother used to say to me, you know, when I do something wrong, which I really never do, but if I do something wrong, I remember she saying to me, if I break something, you know, or do something, she said, just don't say forgiveness. Oh, sorry. Oh, say, can you forgive me? No, replace it. And then you see forgiveness. That is forgiveness. Replace it. That is what it's about. We cannot always love to dance and sing and feel good when the camera is in front of us. Because after a time it becomes a disgrace. It's a shame. It's a shameful thing that we are doing. As you say, the ancestors is a word I don't believe in. It's a shame. It's a disgrace to our people. For all the ones who died in that way. It's a disgrace to our mothers and fathers. To what we are doing in the name of justice, in the name of forgiveness. As Christians, it's a shame. It's a disgrace. When your brother's blood is not even dried up yet. When nothing is given to us to say, they are sorry. Apologize to us as a nation, not as an individual, but a nation. What are you giving us to say, yes? Then I can say, I understand where you are coming from. I understand forgiveness. But do we really understand it as Christian people? Or are we seeing it the way the European teach it to us? Or are we looking at it from an African perspective? Because if you're looking at it from a European perspective, you love to dance and you love to sing. And you love to dance when the camera is watching you. But I know what the Bible tells us is a time for war and is a time for peace. Manipulation is always in front of you. Are we not seeing it? Are we not understanding what's going on? Are we really dumb, blind, and deaf? I don't think so. But I feel we love to dance and we love to sing when the camera is in front of us. But I know what the Bible is saying to us. There's a time for war and there's a time for peace, and this is time that we leave all the foolishness behind us if we want to rise as a nation. We're not going to rise as a nation bowing to other people. We're not going to rise as a nation if we continue the foolishness. Because this is a disgrace to our ones that died in the battle. If you say that what you say, your ancestors, and if you say that you love your God, it's a disgrace. We will forgive others, but we will not forgive ourselves. This is the reality. Listen, I'm going to take a break right here. Listen to Visionary Talk Radio with Reverend Bagan Tew with the Lamb, Christ consciousness. That's how we do it all the time. Yes, Visionary Talk Radio.
Let there be light.